I am wearing short blue shorts with fluffy slippers. The great Mark Yusko. I really recommend you listen and watch every single interview you can. Marky is a great gentleman. He actually found me very early. Surprise, surprise. He could see something. He could smell something. He is an early Bitcoiner. He is a macro investor. I think he bought a little company, maybe you've heard of it, named Google. So he's got vision. And in this interview, he does it with Altcoin Daily, who've got me blocked, by the way. I think they auto-blocked everybody who ever said anything nice about Hex. So this is a great interview. And Mark in here speaks about different layer 1 chains. And the problem in crypto, if you're new here, friends, welcome, welcome. Take a seat over there. Make sure you understand and appreciate the problems that crypto solves, but also the current issues we have going on. Now, we have many chains out there. The problem is, which chain's going to win? We don't know. We got Ethereum, we got Bitcoin, you got Solana, you got Phantom, you got Pulse Chain, you got Arbitrum, Optimism, all these chains. Who's going to win? Well, whoever makes the coolest dApps. But here's the thing. What if the dApps, otherwise known as decentralized applications, what if they can just move anywhere? What now? Well, now it comes down to the users, otherwise known as people. PPL, people with a smiley face. It's all about the network effect, Metcalfe's law. But you need something to be able to bridge everything out there. Now, Mark is going to explain. Have a listen to this video.
And so to have Ethereum and Solana competing to host USDC, well, then how do I get it across one to the other? Oh, I got to use a bridge. This is where it all blows up for me. If I have all these L1s and have these bridges, we've seen over and over, those bridges are subject to attack. They're vulnerable to loss and hack. That's a bad system. So
here we go, Mr. Mark Yusko. Without knowing, he basically tells us about a little coin called ChainLink without knowing. Shilling ChainLink unknowingly. He spoke about layer 1 chains having the problem of bridges. And he speaks about the necessity of having an all-encompassing network system for everyone to go through. Continue.
If I'm Visa, why wouldn't I just pick one, right? And say, this is my rail. My old rail is not good. I need to upgrade. I need to put high-speed rails in. In a way, it's kind of like, literally like railroads.
Here we go, friends. We're going to pump the music. It's literally ChainLink, CCIP. ChainLink, CCIP technology, the Oracle God chain, already chosen by Swift. If only you had a friend who you like, subscribe, press the bell button and all, who's made video after video after video after video to tell you that Swift, the bug eaters, the World Economic Forum have already chosen it. I have a title here. Swift and WEF, they have chosen ChainLink. And in here, I explain exactly what's going on. Ticker link. They have chosen ChainLink to be the place that they all connect to make it easier for them to watch all the chains. Because ChainLink's CCIP technology is God tier, an elite standard for the cryptocurrency industry, and it's going to keep getting adopted. Because of this, it just simplifies everything. Thank you very much, Marky. Thank you to ALTCOIN. Did you have a listen to that guy? You might recognize that guy, that squirrel, who's your friend. That is exactly what we're here for, friends. We're here to try and front run the bug eaters, the people who have access to the IMF money, the International Monetary Fund. They print the money. Where are they going? Who are they sponsoring? It's ChainLink. They've already chosen them. Does this necessarily mean they're going to pump the price? I don't know. But we're taking a shot. Now, of course, I love meme coins. I mean memes. There are different communities out there. They're growing. That's okay. You don't go all in on one thing. Just be understanding that there are different levels of risk you can take. You know, a lot of people say, well, everything beyond Bitcoin is too risky. I say, wrong. Being in Bitcoin is risky. Precisely because no one says it's risky. All right. That's why it's important to take this on board. Now, when it comes to ChainLink, for example, we understand this. This is the bug eaters. They've chosen this to simplify the whole game. They are owning Chainlink. They are buying it. Is it going to be enough to pump our bags beyond the correlation of Bitcoin and Ethereum? Probably not. Just being completely realistic with you. I mean, we already know, friends. It's not even like up to a matter of opinion. We're in sleepy mode right now. But Chainlink, I like this chart. I like this higher low chart. And yes, how high we're going to go probably depends on the Bitcoin. It really does. Look, I know a 10x doesn't excite a lot of people. I know it's 1,000% return. I mean, 7, 8x. I completely understand. I completely understand where you're like, man, 7, 8x doesn't like really do anything. Let's say Chainlink goes to $80 and Bitcoin's 80,000 and then we get scammed. I understand 10 to 12x doesn't change most people's lives because your clip size, most people's clip sizes are like 5K or 10K. They want more than that. But the thing is, you got to be right on your other bullets. You can't just go throwing around, slinging it. And what we might find is during 2024, if more narratives appear, you might not even want to touch this at all. But it's important to do this because you still want to have an allocation to things you have a long-term belief in. Why? Because I've watched the market very closely. The stock market. There are just periods of time where you just think that thing you gave up on is going to go to zero or it's not going to be relevant, and then it just starts moving and it starts slowly grinding and outperforming the market here and there. Now, don't expect like some sort of giant pop-off. I just mean like if Bitcoin does these poopy town or these like little retracements, you might find Chainlink or other strong coins start to just hold up against it, and you'll very much appreciate it. So here's one thing you can do. I'm just because you're my friend, I'm going to tell you right now. Let's say you had something like 5,000 Link. This is what I will do. This is how you can manage your portfolio. So let's say I had 5,000 Link and I would make that my core. All right. So write core 5,000 Link and then core portfolio. Okay. Well, not financial advice. You can do this all right yourself. I'm just doing imaginary Ponzi tokens. So friends, you have a $1 allocation. So when you're looking at this, you can then say, okay, I've got 5,000 Link and then maybe 2024 arrives and that's April. And you start to see like, hey, I like this new meme coin. I want to participate. Well, you've got 5,000 Link, man. What I will do, this is what I'll do. I'd take like whatever the USD value of Link is, doesn't matter. I will take like 250 Link, right? Buy the poop coin and play. That's what I would do. I will take that 250 Link. Maybe you can get a 4 to 6x in that month. Maybe turn into 1,000 Link. When you do, rotate it back. Now you might have 1,000 Link. Now, of course, it's easy just to say, oh yeah, just keep buying and selling and flipping for a 5x and another 3x. Everybody says this. Does it end up good for most people? No. But this is how you can participate with having a core coin. By the way, you can do this with Bitcoin, Ethereum. If you're in the Pulse Chain Hex ecosystem, you can do all of these. And of course, the bigger you keep your core portfolio, the safer and the better it is. You don't go around gambling because obviously I've seen people murder themselves. Now, you don't believe me right now, but people do murder themselves. So, I've known people, the equivalent of, let's say they had like, 3 Bitcoin, and this was back when Bitcoin was like 6K. When it came to buying poop coins, they just allocated all 3 Bitcoin to like garbage. They bought the tops of other stuff and they sold the lows. Yeah, I know it hurts a lot of people to hear it, but that's unfortunately what happened. And they're not in like they like bought just outright rugs and scams, buying tops, selling bottoms, and it's just absolute mess. So this is how you're meant to do it. If you don't trust yourself, put your core portfolio in one wallet and then just transfer your others. Remember, you're always rotating back to your core. That's the thing. You're always rotating back to your slow moving core. That's the ultimate goal until Bitcoin and the Roca Negra ETF finally plans out its way and we are at the scam zone. And speaking of scam zones, I posted this earlier in the week. I'd like you to know something, that you don't really have any 100% guarantees of anything, friends. I made many videos that you like, subscribe, press the belly button on all to. I made many videos on Curve. Remember Curve, the founder. Curve is pretty much, let's use the word fake DeFi. Curve founder owns just a little bit of the supply, just a little number called 48%. Otherwise known as nearly half of all the freaking coins. Curve, one dude owns them. And unfortunately, use them to buy a house. So you can talk about other coins and other institutions or entities that may or may not own coins out there for different crypto. But do they actually go out and dump them and use them? Unfortunately, with Curve, they did. Now, with Curve, they did an OTC deal. I consider this just something to think about, friends. You got to think about what type of things going on. Now, on the time of this screenshot, this is what it looked like at the time. But this week down, this is why it's really dangerous. This week down was the emergency poop. Went straight to zero. Literally actually went down to zero on chain. These guys were saved by ChainLink. The ChainLink oracle down here at the bottom did not just use on-chain. It used a volume-weighted metric using like Binance and other CEXs, centralized exchanges, and it realized, 0 cents is not the real price for Curve. If it was, it would have liquidated like $80 to $100 million of his whole portfolio, and everything would have went to zero. Also, fun fact, GCR, the Grim Reaper, has bids down here for Curve. He activated it on his wallet. He didn't post, but he activated. He's just waiting here for like a super mega fat capitulation, 1, 2, 3 cents. But what he ended up doing OTC. So I start to see other people come out, right? So, you've got the liquidation here, 27 cents, 23 cents, whatever it is, different OTC deals. And everyone's going to try to use their own oracle. And I'm just feeding this information to you. What I've noticed, because it's so hard to get this information anyway. That's why we're friends here. That's why I'm here to help you out. Whenever someone tries to make their own oracle, which is what ChainLink is. So Link, okay, is an oracle. Whenever someone tries to like innovate or make their own or do their own weird stuff, guess what ends up happening? Kaboosh. Here's a bomb. It going off. Kaboosh every single time. Absolutely kabooshed. Every single time. They try to do something funky. They change a code. They try to make it efficient. They try to do it a different way, make it a centralized thing. Everything just goes boom, literally just a bomb every single time. And I think it's at the point where if your project goes kaboosh, but ChainLink's available and you tried to be like some super, high ego, high pride person or thing, and then you screwed up, well, now your neck is on the line for the project. It's come to that point. So basically, ChainLink is kind of almost like the blue guard of that. Now, I don't know if this translates to any price pump. I don't, but I just like sleeping on that fact. I like that. While the market is in the state it is, eventually, friends, of course, Bitcoin is going to be making some sweet, juicy moves up. And we're going to be able to ride some old seasons in these different times. Of course, there's going to be those situations that come. But until that time happens, we're just going to have to sit tight and wait. Now, of course, I just want to add to you, friends. A lot of people say, give me other coins. Give me other coins. No, you give me other coins. Go and tell me the other coins, man. I'll go out there. Go check all my Twitteroonies. All my Twitteroonies. Mr. AP Old God, shout out to him. Dump it. Look, all my Twitteroonies, all my replies. I always ask people. That's why a lot of people respect me, by the way. I got a mental fortitude of a brick wall. A lot of people come in, always throw junk. A lot of jealous people try to throw shade and hatred. I don't care. I ask them, stop wasting my time. Tell me the coins. All right, you think these ones are trash? Tell me. Tell me the coins that you know with good risk reward. Good risk reward, and tell me the coins that are undervalued and are going to go up. 95% of the time, people be quiet, and the other 5% of the time they give me a coin, it's like already run up 1,300%, and like, okay, this guy's finished. Okay, every single time. Now, I'm not going to stop asking the question. I'm here to always ask, because if I find anything good, I'm going to let you know, friends. That's why I'm out here doing the hard work. And let me tell you something. Most of the time, it's junk out there, but that's not going to stop us from trying. That's why we're going to keep our eyes peeled for everything. Don't forget, keep your posture straight for this one, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, press the belly button and all. Love and appreciate all of you. Tell mum and dad we are wearing our fluffy slippers today. And catch you in the next one.